Brotato is the latest big hit for my crippling video game addiction. The massive success of Vampire Survivors created a gold rush in the roguelike bullet hell genre, spawning many different games, each with their own unique twists on the idea, and it has quickly become one of my favorite genres of all time. It's like somebody took my favorite part about ARPGs and roguelikes and then crammed them into the perfect genre. Imagine for a second if you took the wacky creative art style of The Binding of Isaac and the fun and addicting gameplay of Vampire Survivors and mashed them together in the best way imaginable. That's Brotato. I think the most notable part about this game is the fact that there is no roguelite meta progression. So aside from the characters and items you unlock, you don't get stronger run after run, meaning that you're always going to have a challenging and fun playthrough no matter what. And there are 5 additional unlockable difficulties, so the game only gets harder. On the topic of characters, there are a whopping 35 different and unique characters to play in the game, with each one having their own stats, starting weapons, and some even have their own unique gimmick. For example, check out the mage character, which has a huge negative modifier to range, melee, and engineering damage, meaning that you solely have to rely on items with elemental damage stats. Or the multitasker character, which can equip up to 12 weapons at a time instead of the usual 6. You lose 5% damage per weapon? No problem. You can just get a dozen turrets to do all the damage for you. There are an absolute ton of weapons and items in the game. I think around 160 items and 45 different weapons, so you have plenty of choices and stats to play around and target. It's these limitations on gameplay that lead to some of the most unique and diverse playstyles of any game in this genre that I've played. There are only 2 minor cons to the game in the state that it's in now. Firstly, the soundtrack is pretty catchy but really short at only 6 total tracks, so you will quickly get tired of hearing the same track over and over. The other downside is the lack of maps. Now, while I don't think Brotato needs to have a ton of maps like Vampire Survivors, I feel like only having a single square map is a bit lackluster, though the solid core gameplay loop more than makes up for it. In conclusion, I definitely think that this game is one of the best in the genre that I've played, second only to Vampire Survivors itself. For a retail price of $4.99, you really can't go wrong with buying the game. Oh, and did I mention that the game is still in early access and receiving updates, so there's still plenty of content to come? Really addicting. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I'm definitely looking forward to how this game turns out by the time it's completed. If you like this style of video and there are other games you want to see me take a look at or review, leave a comment down below. There's a good chance that I either already own it or will buy it and check it out if it looks interesting to me. Goodbye.